Hello, football faithful. So many things are happening behind the scene at Manchester United. The reason why I'm not talking about them too much is because I want to see the end product of all the plans that have been put in place. We have to give shout out to Sergeant Rancliffe. So far, he has been doing some things that I am gradually seeing the result of some of the hard work he's putting in. First, when he came in 2024, he had to restructure and modernize the club because we made a whole lot of mistakes under Eric Ten Hag. So those mistakes right now, we want to correct them. And one of the many strategies and plans that this man and his team have put into practice is the appointment of Christopher Vivio as the head of recruitment, Jason Wilcox as sporting director, then Omar Birada as the CEO, then Kai Macaulay and the rest of them. All these guys right now, we have what we call division of labor. Everybody they work now. And the way it be now, as we speak, many clubs are beginning to understudy us. They won't see the end product of some of the plans that we are putting in place. And one of the biggest plans we don't put in place now, with clubs, they try to eavesdrop and also, stretch their neck to see what we are doing, is this data that we have introduced into our recruitment. Shout out to the new guy that they signed around April 2024. The guy named Michael Samsoni. This guy was hired from Mercedes in Formula One. What did the guy they do? Be say now data he advised Manchester United to be using to signing players, and that is helping us to reduce the risk of signing the wrong players. I'm telling you. And one of the many examples of this data, now the transfer war where we get between the hierarchy and Amorim. Amorim said he wanted Ole Watkins over Benjamin Sesko. So when the debate was going on between Amorim and the head of recruitment will be Christopher Vivio, I told us that the small reservation I get for this guy is the fact that the guy likes Germany. So Amorim himself was projecting Ole Watkins. So they had to subject this their debate to data. So they called Michael Samsoni to look at the two players. And what this data does is they check tackles, they check passes, they check distance cover, they check chances created, and they begin to compare them with other players playing the same role. When you do that, the result will just be there for you to see. So when the result came out, it showed that Benjamin Sesko has more work ethic, more than him, more than Watkins, and as well as distance covered, and of course the chances of him succeeding. So they had to settle for Benjamin Sesko. So the debates continued again between the hierarchy and Ruben Amorim, where he wanted Martinez. They also subjected it to this data, and the data clearly showed that Sene Lammens is going to be a better goalkeeper with the stats and everything that is before them than Martinez. So they signed these two guys. So far, whether you like it or not, we have not regretted this so far. So it's looking like the data is helping us. And of course, for me, I'm relying on that same data. And I pray now we continue to use the data for the center mids and all the players who won't sign. Let's subject them to data. Maybe the data will help us to unravel the mystery behind the guys and also look at all the options, which one will better pass. What do you think of this report? Let's have your thoughts on the comment section.